أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والذين يتوفون منكم ويذرون أزواجا وصية لأزواجهم متاعا إلى الحول غير إخراج فإن خرجن فلا جناح عليكم فيما فعلن في أنفسهن من معروف والله عزيز حكيم صدق الله العظيم. We continue with ayah number 240 of Surah Al-Baqarah. As was discussed yesterday, the theme and the topic was that of talaq, iddat, of both the women who have been divorced and those who lost their husbands. In between, Allah wa ta'ala had spoken about salat, Allah had spoken about namaz, and now Allah ta'ala concludes this verse and the next verse are the concluding verses of these topics. Here Allah wa ta'ala speaks once again of a woman who had lost her husband. She had become a widow. Previously in ayat number 234, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had clarified that يَتَرَبَّصْنَ بِأَنفُسِهِنَّ أَرْبَعَةَ أَشْهُرٍ وَعَشْرًا, that she will restrain herself in a iddat period. She will remain for a period of 4 months and 10 days. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِينَ يُتَوَفَّوْنَ مِنْكُمْ, and those who had passed away, passed on from amongst you, وَيَذَرُونَ أَزْوَاجًا, and they have left wives, وَصِيَّةً لِأَزْوَاجِهِمْ مَتَاعًا إِلَى الْحَوْلِ غَيْرَ إِخْرَاج. They should make wasiyah, they should testate, or they should bequeath for their wives goods, benefit for a period of 1 year, غَيْرَ إِخْرَاجٍ, without them being turned out of their homes or evicted from their homes. Now this was in the earlier part of Islam, whilst Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was revealing the laws, regulations, and all of that was taking place. At that particular time, there was no laws with regards to the inheritance in respect of the fact that fixed shares were not revealed by Allah wa ta'ala, how much the husband would get, or how much the wife should get, or how much the children should get, or parents, etc. At that point in time, Allah wa ta'ala had commanded that wasiyat be made. كتب عليكم إذا حضر أحدكم الموت إن ترك خيرا الوصية للوالدين. Even wasiyat, bequest, had to be made for one's parents or close family members. Like that, a wasiyat had to be made for one's wife. And that wasiyat would be that from the husband's belongings, from his estate, 1 year of her maintenance would be taken out from that estate, and together with that, she would live in the dwelling of the husband for a period of 1 year, غَيْرَ إِخْرَاج, in which she will not be turned away, she will not be turned out, she will not be evicted. But then Allah wa ta'ala revealed the laws of inheritance. Together with that, ayat number 234, Allah ta'ala revealed now the iddat period of this woman will be 4 months and 10 days. So hence, all of this became abrogated now, that she will get her fixed share. If she had no children, then she'll get 1/4 of her husband's estate, and if she had children, then if the husband had children, then she will get 1/8 of the husband's estate, and Allah wa ta'ala had fixed her share. Now here lies the beauty of the Quran Sharif, that this ayah was revealed before the ayah of 4 months and 10 days, but yet the ayah of 4 months and 10 days are recited before these verses. And again, although the hukam and the law may be abrogated, it's still part of the Quran Sharif. And we will still read it in our salat and in our namaz. And when we read it, we will still get thawab for each letter. Allah wa ta'ala will still give us 10 times the reward. So such is the beauty of the Quran Sharif, for us to understand the deen from the beginning to the end. Then after, Allah Ta'ala says, فَإِنْ خَرَجْنَا فَلَا جُنَاحَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي مَا فَعَلْنَ فِي أَنفُسِهِنَّ مِن مَّعْرُوفٍ. Then the hukam of 4 months and 10 days of her iddat was revealed by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Now Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala had left her free. It is her right that she would have stayed in her husband's house for 1 year. But however, after the expiry of her iddat, that is the 4 months and 10 days, Allah says, then if they leave the home, فَلَا جُنَاحَ عَلَيْكُمْ, then there will be no sin upon you, O executors of the husband's estate, فِيمَا فَعَلْنَ فِي أَنفُسِهِنَّ مِن مَعْرُوفٍ, in whatever they do with regards to themselves, according to the law of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, that the iddat has now come to an end. And now, if she wished and she left the home of the husband, that is her priority and her right. If she married according to the rules and the laws of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, that will be her prerogative and her right that she would exercise. So there will be no blame now on the executors of the husband's estate. Then Allah says, Wallahu Azizun Hakim. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is Aziz. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is Almighty. And in the might of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, we find that there was never an interception insofar as the revelation of, leave alone a verse, even a word or even a letter that would have been intercepted, removed or brought in by shaitan or any other forces. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is Aziz, Hakim. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is most wise. Then look at Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala's wisdom, that as the Shariat was being revealed, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala had never forgotten the rights of the widow. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala had never forgotten the rights of any individual, any makhluk and any creation of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. All of it is perfectly fit, that there was no laws of inheritance. Allah Ta'ala had taken care of her for a period of 1 year. The law of inheritance, she automatically becomes an inheritor in the law of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And again, in the background of an environment in which women, according to paganism, were not eligible to become inheritors, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is wise, and Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala had brought all of this into being. May Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaykum.